Aunt Patty's on the square. Park County's oldest antique mall, with 22 years on the southeast corner of the square. We have 25 dealers who take great pride in stocking and maintaining their booths. In 7,500 square feet, you can find almost everything from the smallest penknife to great jewelry, vintage coins, sports cards, dishes like Grandma had, all the way to a large piece of furniture. We're open 7 days a week. Our hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, noon to 5.
I guess you should call the meeting to order. One of you guys should.
No, let me do this. I can't do both. What'd you say this was? Sign this?
Yeah, that's the listing of all of those. That's your, it says up here. I can't think, it's your register summary.
So she been sneaking that in on us.
No, I'm not good at sneaking. I'm surprised nobody came to brag about the water issue. Oh, they'll text me.
Hope told me to ask about that, what the deal was with what's going on.
I don't know. Mo
He said he
called-
said it was a fault alarm the other night.
Yeah, that's what it was the first night. And then he called me at 6:30, I think. I can't remember. He said they had a catastrophe down there yesterday. So I don't know what kind of catastrophe, but he's down there with Graves Plumbing. Here's your bank statements. Everything reconciles to the penny. You've got $154,050.92 in your general fund. $103,778.78 in your water account. And in the savings account, we've got $85,376.60. So if you guys want to sign there for me, that would be great.
Where at?
Over here.
Right here?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can answer me or not, but somebody's going to have to. Oh, I almost swore. Y'all need to sign in. I have a bill from Spirit Corporation I need approved. It's for $5,421.37. And Jamie had somebody, Spirit Corporation, come out and work on the water or something.
What if we
There's
don't?
a switch regulator. That is an itemized bill. It tells you everything. I don't know what they are, but
Spear Roachdale. What if we don't?
then we'll have to wait till the next meeting. I'll be very late on it. You can see there's that the day of the invoice was after the last board
Oh.
meeting. Yeah, I need
Yep.
to pay that like tomorrow.
Okay.
And I just got it a couple weeks ago.
So we need to okay this?
Yeah, tell me yes or no.
No one else does this, so.
They don't?
Do we have the money?
Commissioners do.
Do you have the money to pay it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. I don't know if this is required or not.
Commissioners do, and Rockville just puts it up on the counter. I don't think anyone actually signs it, but no one else even tries.
That's something I thought I had to do.
Auto switch.
You
That's
said
what's
maybe
wrong
you
with
do, I
it.
don't know.
The auto switch regulators. What's wrong with the wells right now? It's on this bill.
I know, but we've already.
I know.
Did they already fix it? Like, did these guys put it on, or did Jamie just get the stuff from them and Jamie put it on with the moonshine?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm not. That's a lot of money. I don't kid when it comes to money.
Charged $187 labor or so.
So they did something.
$110 just to get here from Roachdale. $116.
Plus fuel surcharge. How much was it?
$6.
Oh, well. That could have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
Could be
It needs to be paid.
$4.69 a gallon.
Okay, thank you.
Gas.
Yeah, Hope said, don't you have a meeting coming up? And I said, yeah, Monday night. Find out what's wrong with his water, why we don't have any pressure.
Does everyone in town have poor pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
When
town's
it
affected.
does, because I texted Jerry, I figured he knew that we were having trouble. And he said, yeah, everybody in town is. And I figured that. That wasn't, I just want to make sure he knew. I figured he did,
Right.
but then it happened again twice since then, hadn't it?
3 times.
3 times since then.
Yeah.
The park was probably interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Said the park was probably interesting Sunday.
Well,
They
that's
had
one
a
thing
ball game
that.
over there tonight. I got home from practice and sounded like I heard a bunch of them over
Well, that's
Oh, over my house?
at 6
I mean,
o'clock. Yeah.
Over here, yeah. There's something going on. There's cars on the hill, so I don't think his parents watching kids practice, so they must have something on.
probably a ball game. Little kids. Well, John and I were talking when Bloomingdale's without water. Does that mean Marshall is without water and Trickerin also?
Well, Justin said the other day, he says, is Marshall out of water? Having problems, so they suck all of our water out or what? So I don't know.
Is down at the pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
Yeah,
system's.
the pump's not filling our tower, it's not filling that.
That's
those
what I
towers either.
wondered about that. The system is 9 years old. And Mo's talking to him about revamping it a little bit. Because we're going to have to do something.
Well, it has
Because
to
if
be
we don't
something.
do something, I'm either going to
I
quit
mean,
my
he's
job or
been
change
talking
my phone
about the
number.
next big project is a new tank here,
I know.
but we have to keep that running to keep before you worry about this. So
Well, we have that COVID money that we could use.
a lot.
It's like 28,000, I think.
Yeah.
But we were hoping to save that and use it for a grant for our new water tower.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see what.
I don't know.
this
I haven't
brings.
talked to Jerry about it. I
I
just
haven't either. And all he told me was we had a major catastrophe at the thing yesterday. So I don't know. I just know when my pressure goes low, I want to shut my phone off.
I haven't talked to anybody else in town about any problems, but I have to listen to her.
I have to listen to
And she wants to know, what does Jerry say about the sidewalks? Who takes care of those? I can't remember what he ever said.
Oh, we get $1,000 a year for streets and sidewalks. So we
Well, I
don't.
got a tree's got a sidewalk all upheaval. And then there's another place where it's like that, and I want to get that taken care of.
Most
Justin
people are
said he-
taking their sidewalks out
You say you get $1,000 a year?
for streets and
What are you
sidewalks.
supposed to do with $1,000?
Well, one year I filled a couple of potholes.
That's all you could do with
Yeah,
$1,000.
yeah. That's all we get is
She said
$1,000.
she thought that, I told her Jerry said that they would take care of the product if we'd take care of the work. So I didn't know.
I've heard him say
I'm
a
not
couple
worried
of
about it
things.
anyway. I just didn't want to step on the town's toes.
Well, you aren't stepping on our toes if you take care of it. I'm sure
Justin
Jerry
said
would
he'd
say the
bring
same thing.
Zane's Bobcat in here and tear it out, and then we could set some forms and pour some new ones.
Poor new ones, or just leave them out. And I always wondered why in Rockville, those new subdivisions, all like past Dollar General. I wondered years ago why they don't have sidewalks. Now I know. It takes too much money to take care of them.
Yeah, because they're in Rockville, they're the responsibility of the subdivision
Yeah.
and the tenants.
And those sidewalks going down 41, everybody complains because they don't plow the snow. Why doesn't Rockville buy a 4-wheeler and a blade and just go plow that
The
sidewalk?
fact is, the sidewalks in most communities are screwed up because most of the cases they were paid for with a grant, but there's no grant money for continuing maintenance on them. So tree roots rip them up, and 30 and 40 years later, they're the same sidewalks that were put in with that original grant money.
Why do you want to walk down the sidewalk with it full of snow anyway?
Well, they have to in Rockville on 41. If you go from the
Can't
IJ
stay
to
home.
working. Well, not if they have to go to work or get groceries. John? Why don't you
Sure,
stay
those
home?
sidewalks are in piss poor shape. They all
Oh yeah. Well, when they plow the street, walk in the street. That's what I do.
seeing anymore. John,
Oh, shoot.
so you're taking Mo's job?
Is it May 2nd already? April was a bad month.
I guess May's not starting out too good for you either.
Only 2 days in, you
I'm
already.
just talking about baseball.
We are not talking about baseball. If Mo's not here, we're not doing it.
It was
No.
cold and blowing and
gone
rainy, and it was a bad month.
I'm going home. John's gonna talk baseball on me.
Oh, shoot.
We have this report that I have to submit for this COVID money. I'm having a hell of a time with it. It was supposed to be done by Saturday, and I can't get in. This is other treasurers' emails where they can't do it either. So they sent me an email today that I'm late. And I sent one back, and they said, if you have troubles, email us back. Because I emailed them, I called them, nobody will call me back or email me back. So I'm gonna keep trying. But the only thing that's gonna happen, from what I've read, is I'll probably get written up for it. And I'll have to do a corrective action. Well, what's my corrective action?
Corrective action with who?
You're supposed to answer me back
Corrective action with who?
with, the government.
And
You have documentation that they're
So bring
responsive, so.
I do.
say that all again. What was this about? COVID money?
Yeah, that COVID money, we got that 28,000. We have to report what we spent it on and what we're doing with it. We haven't spent anything, but we still have to fill out a report telling them that we didn't spend any of it yet.
We didn't spend it because we have a project that we want to.
Yeah, and
put
that's
it toward.
okay. They just want to know what your plans are.
Mail them a hard copy of it.
Well, did you tell
I'm
them?
thinking about it
Did you tell them that?
several times.
Oh, well.
We've all told them that.
Let me
And
talk to
that's why they
them.
sent this email out that if you're having trouble, let us know. So I let them know. Again.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
give you a phone number and you'll just have to leave a voicemail and
Kind of like me in the bank the other day for 3 days in a row and 3 hours worth of phone calls. I just told them, it's
guys,
like
I'm over it. Are you having issues with your bank? Who's your bank?
5-3.
Well, that's not a surprise.
I cannot access the alerts on my account. And it's like, well, we'll set them up for you. It's like, no, I said, for 15 years, I've been able to access them. I says, I want the access. But, well, we don't know where the problem's on your end. I says, no, the problem ain't on my end. 4 computers, 3 tablets, and two iPhones, and they ain't accessible through any of them. Oh, that is a problem then.
The day I paid our house off 5 years ago, I left that bank. Because I was
Well, if I hadn't been banking in that same location for 40-some years, I'd probably left it. I went through three different bank companies there. That was my first account I ever opened was there. Of my own personal. I mean,
it was our second, because we were with First Financial and then,
Valley Fed and all that. And see, Aunt Mary worked there. Was manager.
yeah,
So.
she was on wasn't she the manager when it opened?
Mm-hmm. Well, when it was Valley Fed or whatever it was, way
There's
back.
been so many things. There's been Valley
Yeah.
Fed, Valley Bank, Valley something else, and something Valley.
Mecca was called the Mecca of Arabs.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I know that because my family lives there. I could almost sing their school song. I heard her sing it
Well,
somewhere.
especially here the Arab school song.
Do you have any other business, Miss Deanne?
No, just a stupid report. This is approved. Did you guys sign your stuff?
Yeah, we signed this. We got it all done.
I'll come back, but if you talk baseball, I'm leaving again. Yeah, that's all I have. Tomorrow's voting.
So what's this? That for Jerry?
Yeah, that is you know, Peggy, the clerk treasurer before me, apparently she fell and got hurt and she's offered a nursing home somewhere, getting rehab treatment. I think she's probably gonna have to stay there. And her friend cleaned her vehicle out and found some town stuff in it, so he sent it to us. So I'm gonna look at it, see if it's anything we need to keep.
She's been town clerk for
13 years.
Yeah.
No, since 2013. That's when I took over, February 2013. But a water job I've been doing since 2004. Shoot me, yeah.
We still haven't heard anything on our deeds for our properties.
No,
Of course, we're talking about Jimmy, so.
and I just saw him a week or two ago. He's having knee surgery. But still.
Steve's brain surgery at times.
So, did Jerry say, after the Crowder place is taken care of, that this one down here was next?
Which one?
The one next to the one that just got cleaned up?
Oh, you mean Tony?
Yeah.
He's living there. In that little shed out back.
In that shed in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they need to take care of the
We need-
shed in the
we need
front.
Corner taken care of first.
Is it? Okay.
And then on Church Street, down to the crossroads, there's a couple down there. And I don't know if they'll ever do anything but people by me. I don't think we have the paperwork yet on the private property.
Because then we need to make a determination what we want to do.
Right.
Do we want to sink the money into it to clean it up and then either set with it or try to console it, get rid of it?
Well, there are people that want to buy it, but
There's
I think
and
they
they're
don't want
willing.
to buy the mess.
Huh? Some of I've had more than just Norman, more than them approach. Hey, and it says town is till town gets full control.
Yeah.
I says we ain't gonna do nothing with it, but it says the deal about it is this is what it have to be a bid basis, and it says the bid will have a stipulation, should have a stipulation in it that you have so many days to clean the property, or you lose the money what you paid for it, and it reverts back to the town. That way you don't get somebody go down there and just halfway clean it up and then stop.
Well,
But I can't see paying somebody.
I thought it
I
got.
can't see somebody a couple $1,000s to go down there and clean that off, because then we've got a couple $1,000s invested in property we can't.
It's going to be more than that.
Yeah, well,
Because there was-
Well, I thought Jerry said it gets cleaned up and Mrs. Crowder has a lien on her taxes to pay for what it took to clean that up.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I thought that's what Jerry said. And then
we currently have a.
and then it becomes town property. Because she lost, by not doing what the judge told her, she lost everything as far as having a say about it. And then she had to pay for the cleanup.
That sounds consistent with
That's
what
what
I've
I
seen in
thought.
other communities.
That's what I thought Jerry said. And then the
But
property.
did you ever see us getting the money?
Well, I mean, when it comes tax time, she doesn't get any money back. It goes to the town until the town's paid off.
And on her personal tax.
It's personal time.
And you may still never get the money, but
Yeah.
you've done all you can to get it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you got to have an income. You got to pay taxes before you can.
Right.
Well, that.
Because she's past the point of collecting earned income child credit now. See, if you're still collecting that, then you're getting some money somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
I know this one that just got torn down. It was 9 of the biggest dumpsters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot. That costs a lot.
And see, we've already had put in 2 dumpsters.
Who went down there and loaded it?
It was bought in a tax sale. And the person that bought it.
Oh, the
paid
person that
for
bought it took care of it. I got you. I saw him down there with a
Well, nobody
young
lives there
kid.
anymore.
I saw him down there with a young kid. After they had it all cleaned up, he was out there going across the.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who it was.
Well, I have 3 other properties that I have been after Mo and June to get put in her name for years. Because I got to pay property taxes on them every year. Even though we're a town and we don't pay property taxes, we're a government, but those properties aren't in our name, so therefore I have to pay the property taxes. It's not much, it's $75 to $150 a year. But still, it's the old town hall down here and the 2 lots out back where I used to live.
Yeah, the one across the road, it's become such a safety hazard now, it's gonna have to, that one wall's going for, get more of a tilt to it
That little
every
stick is
day.
holding that one piece of plywood up.
Huh?
There's, if you go around the side, there's a stick about that big, or a baby tree holding it up.
Uh-huh.
I said, but I want to put that when the sun's off.
I talked to Jerry. I got a phone call from that gal from the Humane Society. Did I tell you that? She was driving by one day and just stopped out in the street and said something about all these feral cats down there on that property. And I said, well, it belongs to the town. Get rid of them. Well, then, that was last fall. Well, she had my number from something. I don't know. Anyway, she called and said that someone had called the Humane Society at Clinton or wherever it's at, Park Vermillion.
Yeah,
and
she texted me.
And wanted to know why they were down there getting those cats out of there. They were getting her cats. Well, I didn't know. I didn't get all of it. So she gave me the number down there. So they told me what the gal said and who it was. Well, I didn't know who it was. So I called Jerry. And it's Robin Whitmire. Lives behind there. And her cat went over there and she poached that cat out of there, getting all them feral cats out. Jerry says, that's her problem. Keep the cat locked up. It won't go with the rest of them to the Humane Society. So I just left it at that. I told that gal what Jerry said, and he told her not to worry about it. But she told her she was going to call the cops on her and all kinds of crap. I said, you're on town property. You're not on her property.
Yeah.
And if her cat's over there, then that's her problem.
Maybe she needs to keep that cat in the house. I'm freezing.
So we're done?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have anything else.
You don't have anything else?